Then we talking about another illness cough. So cough is a symptom. Yeah, is a symptoms belong to lung qi reverse condition. But it is truly a illness by the TCM. And it's a pretty common disorder for the children. So in this category, basically including West medicine, like inflammation happens in the trachea or maybe the bronchi. So that's we put the cough category. Cough by other reasons like pneumonia, asthma, and tuberculosis. So we put other illness. We are not including here. So that's generally cough. Yeah, generally cough. Cough can happen in any time of the year, but mostly in the winter and the spring season. They can affect any aging of the children, but mainly affected under 3 years old. It still mainly go to external pathogen evading, but truly sometimes could be some internal disorder, internal type, or both. So external pathogen evading usually caused by most commonly, and maybe just symptoms of the common cold. So that's generally cough. Generally cough. So generally speaking, I do treat some case in my practice, but in Canada, not too many cases coming for the clinic. Yeah. So generally speaking, cough is your body try to protect it yourself. So like something go to the trachea, yeah, and then like through the cough, try to relieve it. Yeah, try to relieve it. So that's basically the cough is the way our body protected ourselves. But truly, it's chronic cough, not relief. That means you still have some trouble inside of your body. So that's basically relationship with the cough. And for TCM etiology, we say that can including external reason, can including internal reason. And external reasons, that's more commonly. We're still talking about their deficiency is more weaker, and their body is more weaker. Their skin is thinner, muscle is thinner, and pretty easily evaded by the external passengers, so especially wind passengers. Then we still talking about like external passenger evading cause cough first, wind cough. The symptoms and the signs for wind cough. So frequently cough, heavy sounds. We say that's pretty like after EPI wind cold evading, like got a common cold, and not truly relieved. Then caused like continually cough in there, and always feel some itchy in the south area. And they cough with some white clear kind of phlegm, and also nose congestion, and clear kind of nose discharge. And aversion to cold, no sweating, fever, headache, body ache, and floating pulse, tight pulse. So look the picture here, pretty similar like we talking about the common cold, 感冒. But these kind of patients, their cough is more severe. So usually happens like we got a common cold first 1 or 2 days, not recover. Then passenger go to more deeper, like after 3 to 4 days, they go to deeper. And the mainly symptom is cough and severe kind of cough. So that's the common symptoms and the signs. So treatment principle, we still say disperse wind and cold, and truly we need diffusing 冷气 and relieve cough. We say cough mainly is 冷气 reverse, so that's we need make 冷气 go down and resolve cough. So acupoints here, yeah, we still can thinking about use acupressure instead of needles, but truly we can use needles. So we use less needles for case. Gallbladder 20 for wind points, and bladder 13 for the lung. Yeah, for the lung. So compare with common cold points. We didn't use too many points for relieve external because, like we say, first couple days, their mainly symptoms is external, and our mainly treatment relieve external. After couple days, like a third, 4 days, their passenger evading little bit deeper go to the lung. Then we treat mainly for kind of lung issue here. But the pulse still superficial. External passenger still not totally relieved. So we still use some wind points here. Certainly another good point for this kind of condition, acupoint 定算. So stop cough and asthma. So needle, yeah, needle. In the book they talk about perpendicular, yeah, perpendicular, then remove. So you must be very, very shallow. Yeah, don't keep needle there. Yeah, especially bladder 13. Yeah. Be careful. The patient's lung is like a kiss, the skin is pretty thinner, pretty easily damaged. So pretty shallow, yeah, pretty shallow. If you needle for the case, but you can use acupuncture instead. Don't keep the needle there. Yeah, we just put the needle in and remove it. And treat once, twice a day, still 4 times as one section of treatment. Get a break, let the body get some recover. Then we continue again. So that's the wind cold type. Then we talking about the wind heat type cough. So wind heat cough, the sound is rough and thick kind of yellow phlegm coming out. And the other symptoms pretty similar like we talking about common cold, wind heat pattern. So sore, discharging, breathe, fever, aversion to wind, headache, slightly sweating, tongue let be red, and let be thin yellow coating. And remember, yeah, remember, when we're talking about under 3 years old, the case, we may not that easily feel the pulse. We can use looking finger ring instead. So the finger ring, pupil color means heat. Red color means cold. So don't confuse it here. Yeah, it's not like usually we talk about pupil color is blood stasis. But for the finger ring, pupil color is heat condition. But we still can feel the pulse. Generally, pulse is floating and rapid. So that's in the heat condition. And our treatment principle is persevering and clear heat and diffusing the lung and stop cough. So we still try to use pretty simple points here. By cool of the lung and do 14. Yeah, clear heat. So we still can add in thin fan here. So needle still pretty shallow and remove it. Yeah, pretty shallow, remove it. Or may use acupuncture inside of needle. So we still treat 1 to 2 times a day and with 4 times as one treatment section. So pretty similar like last one. So that's external passenger cough, pretty similar like a common cold. So we're still talking about cough. We're talking about the internal reason causes cough. First part, we're talking about the phlegm heat pattern. Phlegm heat causes cough. So basically, these kind of patients, they cough with a big amount, thin, yellow kind of phlegm, but pretty difficult to coming out, kind of sticky. Or maybe even have some reason in the throat area. Other symptoms, the other symptoms, fever. Yeah, remember here, pay attention. These kind of fever don't have aversion to wind or aversion to cold. They fever only. And thirsty, like drink some cold water. Restless, internal heat. Scanty yellow urine, internal heat. And dry stool, internal heat. So this part is the internal excessive heat part. Tongue is red. Yeah, tongue is red. That's the heat. Greasy yellow coating. That's the phlegm heat or damp heat. And we're talking about for infants, fingers, vein, heat causes the pupil cold. Pulse rapid, coming from heat. Sleepy pulse coming from damp heat or phlegm. So that's truly phlegm heat inside. So we didn't specially talk about the organ here. Mainly relationship with lung. And the treatment principle, yeah, we still talking about cleared lung and relieve phlegm and stop cough. So the points, yeah, points. LI11, pretty good points for clear internal heat. Lung 5 is the water points of the lung. Clear heat in the lung, especially. So we still reuse the same way or same section to treat it. So truly perpendicular needle for LI11 and the lung 5 is pretty safety. Treat once or twice a day with full time as one section. So that's the pattern phlegm heat, yeah, phlegm heat. And then we talking about another pattern belong to internal pattern, phlegm dampness. So phlegm dampness pattern is means with more phlegm in there, but not truly generate heat. So cough with heavy sound and a big amount of the phlegm, but white color. Feel something blocking the throat and the chest area. The chest tightness. And also possible have like a poor appetite, people easily tired or fatigued. So we say dampness of phlegm condition, mostly relationship with internal spleen qi deficiency disorder. So patients don't like to eat. Tongue mainly is greasy tongue coating. Tongue body not changing too much. Pulse mainly sleepy pulse. So for this pattern, all treatment principle, dry dampness or relieve dampness, dissolve phlegm or stop cough or relieve cough. So one point we go to backflow of the lung, mainly with stronger lung function in there. Another point result phlegm. Certainly, you still can thinking about some other points. Yeah, still can thinking about some other points. But just try not to use too many points. Just use less points. And we still use the same way, needle it. And the acupuncture still working. So then we're talking about another part. Yeah, another internal reason cause qi deficiency pattern. Qi deficiency pattern, the sound coming from the cough is a pretty weaker sound. And with the phlegm coming out is white color. So these patterns still don't have too much qi inside. And the qi deficiency, pale face, pale tongue, and short breath, and the people tired, and the low voice, and the possible hepatitis spreading, aversion to cold. So still, if with fever same time, that's the external pattern. If it happens itself, that's internal pattern. Internal pattern, relationship with yang qi. Sometimes we can put yang and qi together. So yang qi deficiency, body fluid, not circulation properly, cause some water retention. So that's make a teeth mark on the side of the tongue. Pulse is weaker pulse. Yes, serrated. Same meaning is the thin pulse. Thin and weaker. Yeah, deficiency pulse. So treatment pencil for this one, we say qi deficiency mainly relationship with the spleen and the lung. So we need a tonified spleen and tonified lung build up qi and result phlegm because this patient cough with phlegm. So we can use, like a group of the points here. So the first group, then 12 result phlegm. Cutting 6, open the chest. So with phlegm blocking the chest. LI 11, if patient has some heat there. So this one, you can thinking about if qi deficiency cause qi stagnation, cause some heat, you can use this one. If not heat in there, you may not necessarily use this one. And stomach 40 truly result phlegm. So that's the first group. Yeah, that's the first group. And the second group, we put the back of the lung with lung 5 and the spleen 3 together. And even liver 3. Yeah, liver 3 for qi movement. So qi deficiency can cause qi stagnation. So we can put some qi moving points there. So we separate with 2 groups, either 1 group each time. but not put, we still talking about, don't put too many needles there. And the next day, we changing another group. We try not to make the points tired, so we alternately changing our points. And also we can adding maxa because maxa is more tonified. This patient's pattern is mainly deficiency pattern. So we treat once a day, once a day. Because deficiency problems, we may need to treat a little bit longer time. So we go to 10 to 15 times, means 10 to 15 days, then as one treatment section of course. Then we stop like 3 to 4 days, even a week. If still not recover, we can start another section. So just give a break there. Then we go to the pattern with the indifferency. Indifferency cause the symptoms. Indifferency, deficiency heat damage body fluid. Cause the cough is dry cough. Usually no phlegm, nothing coming up, just cough, just cough. Or maybe with some scanty kind of phlegm, yeah, little bit phlegm. And difficult cough out. And even sometimes some blood inside in the phlegm because heat damages blood vessels and dry in there. So that causes the bleeding problems. And the patient is thirsty because we're still talking about body fluid be damaged and the itchy, yeah, and the itchy. Some dry in there, yeah, dries out and itchy. And the sounds, yeah, pretty hoarse sounds. And afternoon fever, afternoon time fever, indivisible kind of fever, or sometimes fever in the night. 5 center heat. So they only put the plum here and the sauce here, and also plus chest. That's 5 center heat. Tongue is red, usually without coating, or maybe a little bit coating there. House still threaded, but rapid because heat inside. So treatment principle, nourishing in and also moisten the lung and clear deficiency heat and stop cough. So we still go to back of the lung and in nourishing we can go to kidney 3. Kidney is the water point. Yeah, water point. So in nourishing we go to kidney. We also can go to kidney 6. Yeah, more kidney in nourishing. Or maybe we can go to 3, 6. Yeah, some generally in nourishing there. So that's for this part. Then we're still talking about parenting. So trigger for case cough. We say sometimes we have external passenger can trigger case cough, EPI rating. Or maybe some other environments hazards like some dust, air pollution, gas. So try away from these kind of environments. So that's generally preventing. And nurse care. Yeah, nurse care. So when people got a cough, for the adults, it's no trouble. They just cough out with the phlegm. But for the children, they may not that like a good body development. They have phlegm. They don't know how to relieve the phlegm. So that's pay attention for the position of the children. So sometimes we put the children to sleep by side, yeah, by side, not by like lay on by the bed. So that look like the phlegm is not that easily coming out. Let's put a baby here. So Malay part, I try to drive for the trachea. So Malay part, trachea, under the lung, and the mouth, and the nose. So we know, like water always go downward, including the phlegm. So if you go this way, like the kids sleep on the back, the phlegm pretty difficult to come out. But if you sleep by side, like they are in the same level, no mouth with the trachea there, so the phlegm are easily get off. So that's generally we talking about pay attention to position and changing the position of the case sleeping weight. And also we pay attention for the food, yeah, or feeding the message for the food for the children. So that's try to like avoid something eating things go to the trachea, then cause the choking cough. So for the older children, we talk about like over 6 or 7 years old, these kind of children, when they getting sick, get light food, easy digested food. Yeah. So no spicy food, no greasy food. So that's generally pretty hard to digest. And don't eating raw food, always cook, easy digested. And with warm food, yeah, don't eat cold food. Cold food still digestion middle functions with some cold inside. And also not too sweaty food or not too solid food. Sweaty food over damages skin function. Solid food damage kidney function. So case the organs pretty weaker. So be careful the food don't damage their organs. So that's we talking about the cough. We have external reason cause cough. We have internal reason cause cough.